Hey YouTube, today I figured I'd take a break from fishing and show you guys what to use, when to use it, and where to fish for bass. It's a complete informational video. It's going to be what I have in my tackle box, what I know works, what I've heard works, what I use. And you can comment with what you guys use or anything you guys want to comment that I'll add to the video. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Okay, so I'm going to start with my fishing poles. This is what is this? A 6-foot medium action ugly stick. Probably one of my favorite poles. As the ugly sticks are known for, they don't break. I've had some massive fish on here and hasn't broken just yet. I have 12-pound mono on here, which is more than enough for the fishing I do. Using a Gary Yamamoto 5-inch worm. I believe this one is green pumpkin. As you can see, it's pretty torn up. This is the worm I always use in the videos. I do like the action that it gives off. It looks like a fat earthworm. Folds over in half, comes through the water nice, gives a little vibration. Okay. What I don't like is how it rips incredibly easily. This is my maybe 6th or 7th one, and it's only been like 3 trips that I've been using these. So they do rip easy. I've had to go through a lot of them. I lose them when I catch a nice sized bass, but they do work. They definitely do produce. So that's my main rod. I have a Vision reel on it, kind of old, it's like 2 years old. The reel itself is nice, holds a lot of line. The only thing I'm encountering right now is that the clip, you guys probably can't see it, where the clip connects into the actual reel, there's a space that the line gets stuck and pops my line almost every trip. Had to re-spool my line a couple times on this reel, but that's just over time. When I first got the reel, it was perfect. You also may hear this reel clicking in my videos. Again, it's over time, left out on the beach. You know, sand got in there. It's getting old. So I'll probably end up getting a new reel soon enough. I might go with the same exact reel because I know it works. The drag's nice on it, easy to work. It's a smaller reel. It's not as bulky as some reels. It's definitely a nice reel. So that's my main rod. It's the rod I use most of the time in the videos. My second rod here is another 6-foot ugly stick. Got these both rods at the same time. Again, 12-pound mono. This reel though, which actually came off my other rod that I put a different reel on, Samurai reel, probably one of the best reels I've come across. It is just all around great. It can hold so much line on a small reel. Looks nice, reel's smooth as could be. I've used it for so many years and it's still perfect. Doesn't have the same clip issue as the other reel, so I do like that. Drag's easy to set on it, no problems there. It's altogether good reel. What you may notice that on these ugly sticks, I don't have the original ugly stick reel that it comes with. That's because those reels are not good. They'll last you a couple months, if you're lucky, before they either start jamming, you start popping your line, or the easy cast makes it harder to cast. So ugly stick reels I got rid of the second I got the rods because I've come across problems with them. I don't like it. I go with the different reels, but I definitely keep the ugly stick rod because it's strong backbone, flexible tip, easy for bass fishing. I do have a fly rod that I use sometimes in the spring. I've used it for trout fishing. I don't usually use it on the lake. I have sometimes, and I've caught some small bass, a lot of crappie, some perch, mostly sunfish. But I do have a rod. I actually taught myself how to fly fish. I was watching a guy that lives across the lake do it. I got a fly rod. Nobody in my family knew how to use it, so I taught myself. It's definitely a fun rod, but you have to be in an open space. If you're by trees, you're going to get stuck in the trees. So it's nice to be in an open space. If you're up in the rivers, trout fishing, it can become a pain. So that pretty much covers my rods. I have 2 more rods and 2 bait casting reels that I don't use too much. That's only if I have friends over or one of my other reels goes bad on me. So the 2 rods I use most, my fly rod, which maybe I'll do a video on how to use it, how to fly fish. And that's pretty much it for the lake segment. So I'm gonna get back to you with everything in my tackle box, and then we'll start talking some techniques. Thanks, guys. Okay guys, so this is the tackle box. Instead of walking over showing you everything one by one, I figured I'd just spread it out all out and record the tackle box itself. So here I got what I used to use all the time, which is the 7-inch Berkley power bait worms. I use those in spring and early summer when the bass start hitting on rubber worms. Those are my favorite. Got these recently. I haven't used them. I just liked them because they had the yellow tail, black body, so it added some different color to the lizard as it came through the water. I don't think I've ever used these. It's 3-inch ribbon tail power grub from Berkley. I don't know, I just like going with the bigger worms. These little 3-inch don't quite do the trick for me, but I could toss them on and see what happens one day. These are the worms I've been using, the Gary Yamamoto 5-inch green pumpkin. I actually got a couple new packs yesterday, which I don't have with me, but as you can see, I only have 2 left, and I've only taken this pack out on like 3 trips and almost all out of them, so they do rip easy. Got this for my birthday this past year. Nice little set of split shots, a whole bunch of different sizes. And it's nice because you can work different depths of the water, or if you're fishing current, you can kind of work with a whole bunch of different split shots. These are the lizards Ryan was using in the last video that I told him to switch to purple. Naturally, you would think they'd be good at night because as humans we see lighter colors easier at night, but as I was talking about, which I'll talk about more in the next video, bass can actually see darker colors at night better than lighter colors. So watch the next video and you'll see why. So I got that thinking, you know, night fishing would be good. Turns out not so good, but I can always use it during the day. I got these worms kind of just for backups, just in case I ever run out. It's Midnight Fire. Again from Berkley. I get most of my rubbers from Berkley. I don't know, the sunnies really like this because it has the red sparkly tail, so the sunfish come up and rip off that tail in a matter of seconds. So they work, but they're not my favorite. In the tackle box, again, these are actually these fish, and I have another pack somewhere else. These fish and these. I toss on little weighted heads that I'll show you in the spring, and I troll back and forth in the lake. Pickerel, perch, and the occasional bass in early spring right after the ice thaw. Everything hits on it, and believe it or not, for such little fish, I can catch multiple pickerel and they don't rip, so love those. I got some random hooks in here, some more fish. Haven't used these quite yet. I haven't gotten around to it, so I'll try those. I got catfish bait. I don't do a lot of catfish fishing, but just got the bait just in case. Lures I'm not really into. I got some lures, but I don't use them much. Ryan uses a lot of these, and he does pretty well. I use a lot of spinners. I actually have some spinners at the bottom here. Got a whole bunch of spinners, and that's my favorite for the spring. Nice big spinners like that. I have some dresses in the tackle box. This is a small spinner. Yeah, as for lures, I don't use them too much. Got this frog, which it kind of goes upside down when it hits the water, so I have a new frog that I use in the videos that you'll see. I got a bobber in there just so if I'm teaching somebody how to fish for sunnies, toss on a bobber and a small worm, let them go at it. Another bass jig that I use in the videos. As you can see, I use it on the rocks a lot. Bobs up and down, hits the rocks. Real nice action. I don't know if you can see it. Big hook. Great for bass. That's going to be the last thing I'm going to show you guys today. These are weedless hooks. I've used these on one trip, and I missed a lot of fish. I'm not sure if it was the fish weren't hanging on so I could set the hook, or if it was actually the weedless design. So after missing a couple fish, I just stopped using it. I don't want to keep missing fish if I have the chance. So I don't know, they're nice, but I think that weedless design kind of messes with the fish a little bit. That's pretty much my tackle box. As you can see, very messy. Got some salmon eggs in here for trout, power bait, spinners at the bottom. Not the cleanest, but it works. So that's pretty much my tackle box. I'm going to do another video on tips and techniques on how to catch bass, and hope you guys like it. Thanks.